There's a ceiling made of whispers high above our heads, where the sun paints the morning and the moon treads soft instead. The stars are holes in a curtain, or so the wise ones say, a veil that keeps the secrets where the ancient truths stay. They never speak its name. A circle of silence hiding the flame. The dome, they guard it in the night, while we chase the horizon, blinded by its light. They spoke in tongues of granite, in times we can't recall, mapped the
What happened?
heavens with their chisels, their echoes in the hall. But now we build our towers and reach, but still can't find the edge of what encases the shroud that binds our minds. Do you see it when the sky turns red? Or feel it when the clouds have fled? The dome, a fortress made of air, a mystery eternal, though we search everywhere. The dome, where the hidden shadows play, the firmament above us forever keeps its sway. Where the hidden shadows play, the firmament above us forever keeps its sway. Whispering of windows and
Did it stop? It did. Look at that. That was pretty sundog. So I want to say hi to everybody right quick. I got logical observations. He said hi. Dirty Ketchup, Big Pine, and Sea Lightning, and Scott Level Realm. How you guys doing tonight? And Sea Lightning put a video in there of a copper dome of an old world building. Yeah, huge government old world building. Let's take a look at it right quick.
Yeah, he gave me a message of that earlier today as well.
The old world building.
Yeah, no, the same video with the copper. He commented on one of my videos and left this link.
Yeah. Nice. I just took a look at it just for a second. And I got into a nice little argument with a troll backstage, and he's telling me S waves and P waves prove the molten iron core of the Earth somehow. So we're going to take a look at that later. I've heard of it. I never really have delved deep into it, but I know it's just like a sonogram that they use to X-ray the Earth. And what they do is, the longer it takes, that's how they determine what substance it's going through, kind of thing. And the wave patterns too. So we'll look into it. Let's take a look at this thing. If I can get the play button. There it goes. I think I've seen this before. Oh yeah, Cubby went to an old house too. We'll take a look at that too.
I seen that. It's a complex or something.
I didn't get to look at all. I just saw the house, the main house. That's copper, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like copper. That's well kept copper too. It's clean. It hasn't started to rust. It's starting to see where it's starting to turn green. It oxidized right there.
Yeah. Patina, or whatever.
That'd make a good lighthouse. Saskatchewan. I wonder where that is. Regina. That's Mikey's hometown there. That's built like a church too. All the old churches had the cross shape. So that could have been an old church at one point in time, I'm thinking. That was nice. Yeah. Thanks, you Lightning. Appreciate it. Old world technology. Well, it took technology to make that, David, too, on top of that. You know. So they had to develop the technology to mine the copper and purify it and press it out and build that, you know. So the technology came before the technology. I get. Yeah. It is a beautiful place, though, isn't it? You like it?
I think that copper was a big part of their budget. It was not cheap. Yeah. However, but what it was, he's referring that the copper from when it was built, like what is it? Old world. I'm trying to understand what the point, because he didn't comment really.
Well, he's just showing Antiquitech, I think is what he's trying to say. Like it's okay. Old world technology.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put a link for the more. I'm gonna put a link for Morgile in the chat. He needs help, guys. He's trying to get back on his feet. He's working too, so he did a call out for people earlier on the live stream. He's a good guy, John is. So if you guys could help him out or pass it along, he needs help. He's been around for a while. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, molten iron core. Here we go. S waves and P waves. There's physics into this technology too. They say, but how deep have they gone? That's the question. I think that when I saw it, they said it went 8 to 5 kilometers deep with this stuff. I don't think you can actually get a feel for the entire Earth just by going that deep. Supposedly, the Earth is a lot deeper than that. I'm pretty sure it's pretty deep myself, but it doesn't make it a sphere. So let's share this little.
You're
video
talking
real
about
quick.
on the like the realm. How deep is the Earth in the realm?
Yeah, well,
view?
yeah. How could you actually determine how deep it is? I don't think there's any way to do that.
Right. I don't think it's. I think it's only like the sky. Maybe only 40 miles deep. Maybe
Could be.
like we can only go 7 miles. I mean, who knows? 40 miles is pretty dang on deep.
Yeah. Well, that's 12 kilometers basically. That's what 7.9 miles. I think is as deep as it got. They actually go into that in here too. I think I watched most of this. But let's take a gander. And notice it's astrophysics.
In this video, you're going to learn how we used earthquakes to look deep into the Earth.
All right.
How deep is the deepest mine on Earth? Is it A, 1 kilometers, B, 2.5 kilometers, C, 4 kilometers, or D, 9 kilometers? It's 4 kilometers.
That's not that deep.
How deep is the deepest hole ever drilled into the Earth? Is it A, 12 kilometers,
It gets too hot.
B, 18 kilometers, C, 22 kilometers, or D, 28 kilometers?
I'm gonna go with 12.
It's 12 kilometers. Were you close?
Nope.
The
Right on
distance
the money.
to the center of the Earth is about 6,400 kilometers. So the
Okay. Now let's see if we can do the math here. 12 divided into 6,400. Here, let me get out the calculator. I don't want to have to do this by hand.
The way I explain it is that it gets getting hot because of the Joule's heating.
Yeah.
When you add more and more resistance, like you get deeper in the Earth, there's more dense material like granite, dense heavy rock. It adds more resistance and it creates higher temperatures.
All right. So I'm going to give you an answer. That's only 0.001875. That we barely have scratched the surface of the Earth. Okay, so how do we determine the big red dot in the middle? Let's see how we get there.
Well, they've only done one hole at that.
No, there's like
they
six
need to
of
do-
them. I think they did
6?
six different ones. Yeah, they're all over
supposed to be. They're supposed to be drilling one in Antarctica too.
Yeah, good luck with
I
it.
don't know if you heard if that one the Russians are doing.
Well, good luck with it too. I mean, we haven't really developed any new technology that's going to get us any deeper than what they have. Notice how they bring this up when they're bringing up S waves and P waves too. Like, this is how deep we've been. Yeah. Let's see what else they got to say. This isn't long at all.
deepest hole is only about 0.2% of the way in. So
Yeah,
how do we
I just figured that
know
out.
so much about the structure of the Earth, since we have quite literally only scratched the surface? You may have seen cutaway diagrams of the Earth like this.
Always seen
So
tons
how
of
do
those.
we know so much about somewhere we haven't yet been able to explore? We need to use something that will penetrate deep into the Earth and return information back to the surface. The Earth's surface is broken up into several tectonic plates.
Oh,
which
it
are
is,
in
is it?
constant, very slow motion.
Uh-huh.
Earthquakes occur usually at the boundaries of these plates as they move against each other. Watch our video on plate tectonics.
Yeah, we oughta.
Earthquakes create shock waves, like a
Ooh, they
bell
do.
ringing,
Bing.
known
bing.
as seismic waves, and these travel both deep into the Earth and around its surface.
I have a
Two
comment.
types of seismic
Ah,
waves
okay.
are made,
Hold on,
and
I'll
each
pause it.
is quite different.
Okay, go
Like
ahead.
I could also say that the telluric currents, like there's frequencies in the earth, they're really low frequencies, like low hertz, like 3 hertz or whatever, 25 hertz. But I could say that these different regions are resonating, where they resonate and create like these earthquakes through resonance
Hmm. I kind of
rather
see what you're saying.
than,
Yeah, you got to think
yeah,
about all the motions that are going on with the oceans, uh, to everything to us on the earth, and all everything else here. It's going to cause some kind of a fracture in the hardened stone. The older it is, probably it would eventually. It's gonna. It's not completely unmalleable. Well, I was going to say unmalleable, but it's going to give way at some point.
like yeah. When two frequencies go in phase together, that's when they resonate and they amplify, and
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. But
like the
like a
denser.
subwoofer,
Yeah,
um, yeah, subwoofers are like really low hertz, like below 25 hertz or whatever. It'll shake your house. It'd be car downtown, shake your house miles away.
yeah. Didn't
I mean,
Tesla do an earthquake machine? He made. Didn't he make one? Supposedly,
yeah,
it just pounded
yeah, I could take
the
down,
same. Yeah, it took down a
yeah,
bridge. Yeah. So I
yeah,
mean, yeah. So any motion or any impact on the Earth is going to resonate, and the denser the rock or the medium it's in, the more damage it could cause, the more brittle it is. You might say. Now let's see what they say about their theory.
P
yeah.
waves. These waves travel the fastest and are called primary waves or pressure waves, as they arrive at a distant location first. These waves compress and stretch the rocks as they spread out. P waves pass easily through both solids like rock and liquids like magma. S waves. These slower waves arrive after the P waves, and so are called secondary waves or shear waves. S waves cause an up and down motion. They travel through solid but not liquid. Earthquakes are daily natural events monitored by seismic detector stations across the globe, which all build up a picture of how the waves travel through the Earth. This is one way of displaying the seismic waves as detected by a seismometer. Notice how the P waves arrives first. And here comes the S wave. It was found that not all of the waves started by an earthquake arrived at the seismic detectors on the other side of the Earth. P waves are detected over most, not all, of the surface of the Earth. The curved paths are caused by refraction of the P waves as they pass through rocks of different densities. Remember, P waves travel through both solid and liquid. The core dramatically alters the path of the waves as they approach or pass through it, which suggests a significant change in density from a solid into a liquid state, magma. This is how we explain the so-called P-wave shadow, and so begin to understand the structure of our Earth. S-waves have a much larger shadow zone, suggesting there is a liquid iron structure deep in the Earth they cannot travel through. Calculations can then be done to deduce the relative sizes of the layers hidden deep inside the Earth and suggest if they are liquid or solid. In conclusion, study of
In conclusion, there's liquids and solids underneath us. All right, we got it. Like water, oil, and several other different substances. I wouldn't go, hey, it's all molten iron at the center. Probably the lower you get, there's probably waters below, you know, something like that. We found dense saline pockets of water underneath the oceans too. So that would be more of a logical jump instead of, oh, we got a molten iron core. Yeah, and they're measuring all those across the linear plane, by the way, too.
S and P waves led us to the knowledge that the Earth has a layered structure, with a solid inner core surrounded by an outer liquid core.
They didn't really get to the conclusion, did they? They didn't say how they determined whether it was a liquid iron core or solid iron core. Either way, so
Well, they
they're
can't.
trying to reify the model. That's what they're trying to do. Yeah.
Yeah, because Curie temperatures diminish magnetic fields. So
Yeah.
they say what the inner core is liquid, but the outer core is what is it liquid or solid?
Well, there's
But
liquid around. There's a solid one in the middle. I don't know how that maintains itself, and it changes direction too. According to them, it changes its spin. I don't know why they would go with that. I think it was like last year, mid last year, they announced that the Earth core had changed its direction and its spin. And Neil deGrasse Tyson made the announcement. So, yeah, I don't think this is actual physics or science. There's no actual proof of it. They're actually reading just the waves off an earthquake at a latitude, you might say. Like, I don't
either
think
way,
so.
the temperatures are way too hot for because of the Curie
Yeah,
temperature.
for magnetism, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
what they're saying is the ferrule fluids that come off of it create a small magnet when they cool, and you get these little spindles of ferrule magnetism that come off of it. I don't know how that creates a magnetic field around the Earth. Is it a constant thing? That's what they're saying. It's like a machine almost. They say it, but they have no evidence for it. They said they had made more discovery. Guy told me that they've done more work since then. And I looked up, try to look up videos, and the only ones I find are like the ones from like 7 years ago. He said that they've done work since then. Uh, that it proves even more what they're talking about.
Yeah,
So
there's so much that don't make sense. Like, how is
yeah,
this dense granite, floating on liquid, anything liquid?
yeah, no, it's not.
I've never seen a rock float on anything like
Well,
granite or any
well
liquid.
I've seen iron float in mercury. Mercury's so dense you can float stuff in it. So
Okay.
yeah. You ever seen Action Labs do that? He
um,
floated.
no, not that I
Yeah,
can remember.
okay. I'll show you the video. He actually floats a full anvil in a tub of mercury. It's kind of cool.
And if it's pulling inward, this
Well, that
gravity
makes it
would
buoyant. Yeah, yeah, sure. There's something pulling, and
counteract.
it's
I
not
don't
the
know.
actual. It's not the actual weight of the object itself. The weight is caused by gravity. That's what they claim. Our claim is that the weight of it and its resistance to it, the density part, is what causes it to float. And the viscosity of the medium, like the mercury, how thick it is, causes it to float better. The more weight you can put on it, it's seeking equilibrium on the plane of the Earth. I haven't been to Action Labs in a long time. Let's see.
It's a pretty cool channel.
Yeah,
I've subscribed.
yeah, he's a Globy though.
Yeah, but he puts out a lot of
Yeah, he
cool
does. He does a lot of physical
and
experiments.
yeah. Veritasium is another guy he's a
Yeah,
Glober, but he'll say a lot of anti-Glober kind of stuff here or there. He gets a lot of criticism in the science community.
oh
I don't
yeah,
know if you know who Veritasium is.
yeah. We did one of his videos last night. That's what we were doing.
Uh,
He did the one with the simulator that's supposed to mimic the Moltem Iron core.
okay, yeah, I did watch it back. I fell asleep early last night.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah,
get
I
the
see what
exact
you were.
video.
That huge sphere they got in the lab and they spin it
Yeah,
around. Yeah,
they haven't got it up to speed yet, or even half to what they want it to be. But he just pours liquid mercury into a tub and he'll float this thing. Watch the depending on the ratio between the two objects. That's all it counts. Doesn't matter what form, liquid, gas. There he goes.
And I got a nice little breeze today. This is perfect weather for this. It's not too hot. Sun's pretty bright. Hi everyone, welcome back to Cody's Lab. So a little
That's
while
Cody's
ago
Lab,
over on the
sorry.
second channel, I posted a video of me
My
trying to
bad.
float an anvil in mercury. Despite it getting lots of views, it didn't actually work, so I wanted to try again. And so, I got a much smaller anvil here. Of course, I'm kidding. Whoa. I got a much bigger tub of mercury. So this ought to get that anvil to float. This is much easier. You get a little bit more wiggle room. Oh,
He's kind of floating on it himself.
stand in there too long. It cuts the circulation off to your feet.
Oh gosh.
Feet are tingly.
That's how dense it is.
There's no mercury sloshing in there, so I know they didn't leak. Let's, I got this.
And they're putting this in your vaccines, people.
Wipe off the top. Get all that oxides and stuff off of there. Oh, isn't that pretty? Since the rag's wet, it sticks right to it. I don't get all of it, but it's a lot better than it was.
I don't know
Alright,
what
so here's my
Cody's Lab believes,
110
exactly.
pound iron working anvil. I think we got this for making horseshoes and stuff back when we had horses. So let's set it in here and see if it floats.
You'll see.
Okay, it doesn't seem to want to stay upright. I'll just let it tip over. There it is. It's floating. Look at that.
The iron anvil floats because mercury
kinda
has
was.
a density
Oh, I
nearly
mean, dirty.
twice that of iron. In fact, due to the density ratios, the iron actually floats better than wood does in water.
Push under.
Let's push it down. Oh, it's hard to push down.
There you go.
Oh, that's great. Here, let's try it again from the other side.
Yeah, this is. I thought it was actually the lab that did it, but it's Cody's
Okay,
lab.
here we go. Push down. It bobs up like a cork. Okay, let's I want to try hitting it with a hammer. I think it dulls the sound quite a bit. Here, let's pull it up out of here. Just
He's
set
not
on
holding
that.
it up, man.
Okay,
Pay attention.
it definitely sounds a lot different. That's actually pretty nice to have your anvil sitting in mercury while you're working to deaden that sound. That way it doesn't hurt your ears as much. It's pretty good. Barely make it wobble by hitting it. Let's just set that there. Put my hammer in. Hammer floats too. That's pretty great. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Apparently I got mercury in my glove. What a good that did.
He'll do it at high speed for you, Dirty. Oh, he slow speed.
What are they trying to say that these molten core is made out of? I know the middle is supposed to be iron.
Nickel, iron, and with nickel and iron, basically what they're trying to say. But I don't think nickel and iron would hold up that long under that kind of pressure that they claim it's under. The Dirty's over here talking about Jupiter. Like it's an actual place of some sort.
Dirty Ketchup, is he a...
No, he's supposedly a flat earther, as far as I know. I don't know. But everybody's like, there's a lot of people sit on the fence to a point because they don't know what the consensus is going to fall with. I don't really care about consensus. I just care about the actual truth.
Yeah, me too.
That's why I look in their videos. I watch their claims. I go in and I try to tear them apart. Like folk
At the
call,
end of the day, yeah. At the end
Go
of the day, all I care about is the truth. Like, I don't have ego bias or believe that to hold me back. If I'm wrong on something, I'll admit that. And I look at everything. I like, there'll be a lot of flyers. You can't have a rainbow inside your house or whatever. Like, and if you have a bias or a belief in that, that'll stop you from seeing the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
just simple things that the
Look at
consensus
it
of,
objectively. Yeah.
yeah.
You see, yeah, that's all. And you can draw your own conclusions. I'm not going to tell you what to think, but I'll present my case for what I found. You know, I don't just jump to conclusions and stuff. There's no point in doing that. But according, let's look at Wikipedia right quick. I'll show you as deep as the S waves they found. Here we are. So they haven't found any deeper than what I think they're showing here. Now let's read this article right quick. Okay. S waves and P waves. P waves can travel through the entire Earth, according to this, including the liquid and outer core, while S waves are limited to solid regions and cannot penetrate the outer core. Now, what's can we see this in real life? But it says here, this thing keeps pulling up parts of the article. Let's see. The fastest seismic waves traveling at 8 to 5 kilometers, I guess, in the crust increase speed to the depth till higher rigidity and pressure in the mantle because P waves cannot they can't propagate through solids and liquids and gas, but they can travel through the entire Earth. I guess that's the P wave, right? But I want to see the actual science to go with this. I want to see how do they know this. That they went to the other side of the ball and they found these S waves and P waves going from one side to the other. So you ever been on one side of the Earth right now and we had an earthquake, correct? Wouldn't you feel that or be able to monitor the P waves and S waves on this side or the S waves on this side of the Earth?
So they're saying primary waves are going like perpendicular to their surface down to the core, and S waves are going like
I get
parallel
all
with the
directions.
surface.
You know, well, they cut each other off, is what it looks like in their diagrams, but I don't see any evidence for it. I've seen a seismograph work. It just works out the vibrations that the earthquake causes. How do they know what kind of wave that is going through there? And their explanation is they refract each other. If you look deeper into it, that's how they know what they are. There were one's refracted waves. I don't know what that means. Like they've been vibrated up into smaller waves. I have no idea. They have an incident angle. They hit when it hits solids, it changes its direction, pushes it back to the top of the Earth. We say they're pre-assuming the sphere when they actually take these measurements to begin
Yeah,
with.
but yeah, they are saying that there are frequencies in the Earth, right? That's what these waves are, is frequencies.
That doesn't prove a sphere Earth. That proves that there's water and liquid in the Earth. That's all that proves. And I guarantee you, there's tons of liquid inside the Earth and tons of solids. So this is a pre-assumption. They're confirming their own bias when it comes down to that, I think. So let me get up and dig a hole down 16,400 miles and see if there's a solid molten iron core, which they never will. They can't get past 8. So there's no real scientific proof that this is a cause and effect relationship between the two.
But even still, it's these waves are only red. You said, how deep do they are these instruments able
they
to
travel at a rate of kilometers per second, I think. What would it say? I closed that Wikipedia page. Let me open it back up.
basically it's just reading the crust.
Yeah. I want to get the rate they travel at, how fast they travel. That was 8 to 5 kilometers per second. No, I'll look at seismology, probably a better way to get an idea of how they do this.
Like a ground penetrating radar or something.
Yeah, well, the whole point, like this whole story, actually got one seismologist down in South America interested. He started studying it. He's like, they're only taking readings within the epicenter around it. You know what I
I
mean?
have seen a lot of seismologists like where they got the paper where it's the pins moving back and forth and
Yeah,
reading the vibrations um, of the earth.
yeah.
I've looked into it a little bit.
Yeah, well, there's a seismologist in South America that Eddie Banjo reached out to, and he became a flat earther because he was looking at it and he's looking at the rigidity of the Earth and what he was getting readings with, and he was comparing it to their readings with the ball. And he's like, there seems to be a more rigidity on the surface than should be. If this is just a loose uh, bunch of mass floating on a molten lava or molten iron, whatever they want to call it, that there's the earthquakes would actually travel further out from their epicenter. So he did like comparison over like the last like 30, 40 years of all the actual work, and he never found anything different. He found the same rigidity. And so he started looking into flat earth and the older maps and stuff. And he's like, yeah, they're like we are connected to like, and he wanted to call it a firmament, I think, because I don't speak Spanish that well. So yeah, he is all translated from Spanish to English. He tried to get a hold of the equipment to actually do these studies on his own, and the university wouldn't give it to him because he became a flat earther, basically. So he was kind of shit, and you got to get a grant to actually do these studies and stuff. And the governments have to give you the money and the equipment to do so. So he didn't get a chance to actually prove his idea. He's still working with Eddie Banjo, as far as I know, with flat Earth. He's an actual seismologist. He was at an institution, he was one of the South American institutions in Brazil or somewhere. He did a show with Eddie. So yeah, he wanted to get a hold. He did try to raise the funds to get the equipment to do it himself independently, but nobody would give it to him. Nobody would grant him that because he's a fringe freak. Because he's a flat earther. No.
So yeah, the globe is claiming that these tectonic plates are sliding underneath or over top of each other, rubbing against each other, and
Yeah.
that's what's creating the
The earthquake. Yeah.
frequencies, the earthquakes.
Yeah, but that would if that were the case along all the tectonic plates, you would have like tons of earthquake areas. I've only been in 2 earthquakes in the past 55 years, and they were very small. They were they would be more frequent due to the spin of the Earth, but they have that magic that causes everything to sit still and do absolutely nothing. What's that word? Gravity.
Yeah, where I'm saying, like in a realm, that the Earth is set up perfectly by the creator, the designer, and that the continents ain't moving, and that the earthquakes are the telluric frequencies resonating, different zones or whatever resonates and amplifies, and it's like a subwoofer, I guess. Like you have a certain frequency on a sub, and you got low volume, but you turn the volume up at the exact same frequency, and you're going to hear it miles away. This is amplified. So the
It's
same
the
thing
same with
with
everything. Yeah. But
yeah,
I mean, it's not going to travel through solids. Eventually, it's going to reach impedance faster, right? It's going to slow down. The vibration will be absorbed by the medium that it's in. The thicker the medium, the harder it is to do that. I don't think they have anything to mimic an S wave and a P wave, so they can't do these things on their own. Imagine pushing through 6,400 miles worth of solids and liquids to get a frequency to travel through it that far. That's insane. I want to see it done, you know? That's just me. And let's see, let's get a map up of like epicenters of earthquakes. Let's see if I can find one. I'll see a map of the earthquakes. See if I can find it.
sure.
There we go. Yeah. There's tons of them. I got like a whole bunch here. All over the earth. Yeah. And imagine this. They go straight up and down where there's supposed to be these earthquakes happen. Some of them are like different. There's one here. Let's see. There's a current earthquake map. It's all done in orange. Kind of weird looking. Magic. I try to make the map big, but let's see. Just got to edit image. Let's see if Adobe will let me do this. It says remove background. There we go. I can center that up a little bit. So these are supposedly earthquakes all over the earth. So they're pre-assuming the center of this, you wrap it around a ball, that all these are coming off in waves. There's a lot of them in South America. So that would make sense that there's a seismologist down there. Goes across the Pacific Rim where all the lava activity is. That would make sense. If there's molten rock down here that's pouring up, it would cause like fissures and cracks in it a lot. It would have any kind of frequencies or any resonance would actually come from that and cause the earth to move. And earthquakes are another good flat earth proof too. You ever seen P-Brain?
Yeah.
You ever seen his water during the earthquake demonstrations?
No.
Oh, it's really funny. Yeah. You'll get it. I'll get that up. Let's see. P-Brain. I haven't watched P-Brain in a couple of months. He just takes video of like a river or swimming pool during an earthquake, and you'll notice what water will do if the earth is actually in motion.
I think that map's interesting that you were showing. It's all mostly coastal. There's something called the coastal effect, because the ocean is a conductor and it's moving. It's moving through a magnetic field, inducing it, and the ocean's making it's making its own voltage. It's inducing a voltage on the coastal effect where it meets the land, because the land is less conductive. And it varies depending on where you're at in the world. The land, it's got different minerals in different areas. It's composed of different things, but on the coast, there's a higher atmospheric voltage potential gradient.
Hey,
how's it going today, Scott?
Yeah.
It's going good, man. Going good. Had a good week.
Did you work?
Had a very good week. Yeah, I work every Saturday.
Yeah, I hate Saturdays. I'm off.
Dude, I was driving all over the place, freaking in like mountains and like freaking like off-roading with my non-off-road car, and I freaking, man, I almost bit the dust a couple times.
Nice.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. It was the most rugged roads I've ever been on in 5 years. What are you looking up, P-Brain?
Yeah, I'm looking up the earthquake with the swimming pools and stuff. You notice how he's trying to show what water would do if the earth was in motion.
I don't think I saw that one.
I'm looking for him right now. I'm going through. It's been a while. He made him a long time ago. I think like 6 years ago.
Dude, look that up. While you're looking that up, I want to tell Chris. I was watching your show the other day. We should watch a little bit of that, because that was really interesting with that guy that was talking about the the ice? What do you call it? Dry ice. The dry ice gases, like the gas that comes off, and then he was drawing in it with his finger and stuff, like from like a foot away. That was crazy.
Yeah, because water is a dielectric, and it doesn't mix with voltage, high voltage.
If you want to pull up the little video on it, you can start on it now. I'm still looking through this. He's got a lot of videos, man.
Yeah, you should look that. I don't know how much. I stopped watching it after like a couple of minutes because I had to go to work. But it was 11 minutes into your video on your video. I don't know how much more you showed of that guy doing that, but that was really interesting. And he was talking about how it's not really ionic wind; it's something else. And I don't really know what he was saying.
If you want to see the scientific explanation, he's saying, because he has 2 videos on it that I played 2 videos on it, and the second one he goes in depth.
Okay.
What?
Well, you should at least show like how he was doing a little demonstration, and then I guess like skip over to, you just take your video and just skip over whatever whatever you're talking about. That'd be cool.
My video or his actual video? Mine or his?
No, well, I guess yours. I mean, if you,
because I cut it short before he gets into the in-depth scientific.
Oh, okay. You cut it. Yeah, okay. I got you.
If you wanted to hear what he has to say, I'll play his video. I'll just play his.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, because I think you did seem like you paused it and then you started talking, and then I didn't see any more.
I was just trying to illustrate how a dielectric doesn't mix with voltage, like high voltage. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You pull it up. Give me a minute. Find it.
I think I've almost found the video. I'm into the Earth bulge now.
Oh, the bulge.
The bulge of the
What
Earth.
do they say? It's 40 miles. I think they say it is. Right?
14 miles is massive bulge at the equator. But I mean, people at the equator have the sea level around their islands. Dude. It's not 14 miles high there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you
they say it's supposedly a water bulge, right? It's a water bulge.
Astrophysicists don't really look at what they actually put out. I think
I got that video. I'm ready.
Why oceans won't do that's it's the closest thing I can find in his videos. It's been a while though. I go back further. Hold on. I think
wouldn't that water bulge change to according to the the wobbling, how they say the earth wobbles, right? So wouldn't that bulge wobble too?
Yeah, everything
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but everything equals out because of equilibrium. But they think gravity's the cause of all that. So you looking for your video? I got this one. I'll play this Earth bulge one right now. But he actually does a good.
Yeah, P-Brain's usually pretty quick.
I'll play it after.
He's pretty simple too when it comes to it. He uses Newton's laws of motion for most of his demonstrations. That's because that's what everybody believes. So,
dude, P-Brain's been around for a long time, right? Like I remember him from 10 years ago, right?
At least that. Yeah.
I mean, at least that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I'm thinking like at least 10 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes
OG.
Yeah, he's an OG, definitely. Yeah.
He likes to debate with like Wolfie and all them. Like, I wouldn't have the patience for it. So you're flying around the sphere. Okay. Wolfie swore that he nosed down when he flew. He actually did this like 8 years, dude, until just recently when Duffy came around. And now he's like, we keep the maintain level. But he's telling everybody we have to nose down.
And P-Brain relates to it relates to string theory.
Oh, okay.
P-Brain is a spatial object in string theory and theoretical physics defined by its P dimensions representing a P-dimensional. Anyway, that P-Brain, that's what it's referring to.
Well, he works with perspective. That's what I think the P stands for him. That's one of his big go-tos.
No, like actually, if you Google P-Brain, B-R-A-N-E, it pulls up directly to.
Maybe that's where he got the term from. But
string. You're saying string theory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michio Kaku's favorite theory of the universe, the string theory.
Well, wasn't that what's his name's favorite thing? The guy in the wheelchair.
Hawkins, yeah, he did it too, but
Yeah, yeah,
Michio Kaku took over after he
yeah.
bit the wheelchair. There, let's play this thing. Here we go.
I've done many videos on the equatorial bulge, right? I think I've done like 3 videos. I'm going to crush it today with this video. It's going to be done. And what I'm going to talk about is the antecedent of the bulge. Okay, I know this is kind of a minor thing, the equatorial bulge, but not really. I mean, it feels like it is to me, but it's not really, because this is part of their model. This is what they say. They say the Earth spins fast enough to flatten its poles and bulge its equator 14 miles high all around the Earth. This is what they say. And so what I'm saying is they're making this stuff up. And this is clearly just another piece of the puzzle that's made up. And the fact that they're making it up should give alarm whistles to everybody and alarm bells. So, okay, so an antecedent is a
Tsunamis
thing
everywhere.
or event that existed before or logically precedes another, preceding in time or order, previous or pre-existing. Okay, so what was pre-existing to the bulge, or what is pre-existing to the bulge? Now, let's look at the equatorial bulge real quick. Wikipedia says
What
the
he's
Earth's equatorial...
compared to is like their model, like during its evolutionary process. You understand the evolutionary process of the Earth, like its formation and how they explain it and all that. So when it's forming, kind of thing. So
Yeah, like when it was forming in space, right?
Yeah, when it's
like
spinning and cooling.
when it was spinning and cooling and becoming a rock, and then water came on. Water came from where?
I don't know. It came from the moon, or
yeah, like the moon crashed, and then
that was Thea. The name of it. Thea was the name of the so-called planet that bumped into us and deposited
did that
the Moltem
planet?
Iron core.
So and that planet had water on it, and then it just kind of correlated.
Yeah.
It coalesced.
It thawed out over time. I mean, but all the water came off of that. I don't know. Does water multiply somehow? I don't.
Yeah, it came off. It came off of it, and then it wrapped itself around.
Ooh.
I used to believe that stuff, though, man. Kind of. Back in
Yeah.
college, I kind of did. I was like, oh, interesting.
Do you know the whole evolution of the solar system? The sun is what we're going to be eventually. That's why they got to hop to Mars. They don't want to hop in front of us because those planets are doomed. They're already in the gravitational pull of the sun, and will eventually.
Doomed.
Yeah, they're going to become part of the sun, or they're going to become a star. Like that's what they have these the galaxies that give birth to stars. That's basically what those do. In the grand scheme of the thing, our center of our galaxy becomes one massive star, and it goes whatever.
Do they really say that? Do they say that the sun is eventually going to suck everything in, and then it? But I thought they always say that it'll explode before that because it'll turn into a.
It's up in the air. The sun could die off, but one of our planets would actually have a singularity and become a what do they call those things? When they shoot the beams out of the side of it, they become a supernova. I think's the term.
Yeah,
the star,
supernova.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's what they think that all the planets are doing around all the moons are doing the same with the planets too. So. Yeah, that's the evolution of the solar system. So that's why they're in a hurry to get to Mars, and then they want to go. What's the next one after that? What got Mars? It's
so they can get further. You're saying so they can get further away from the suns.
When they eventually get to the Goldilocks zone, we can inhabit that one too, and hatch a plan to launch to the next one. We got plenty of time, trillions of years.
That doesn't make sense though, because Mars is desolate, so it seems like it's reversed if you think about it.
Yeah, and when they found those trenches, supposedly with Lowell on Mars with his telescope over in Flagstaff, he supposedly mapped out the trenches, the gullies that you can kind of make up the lines on Mars. Supposedly that there was an actual civilization there at one point in time before. So there's all kinds of other theories that built off of that. It's just like,
but that's what I'm saying though, Roger. Is that it doesn't make sense to want to go there to get away from whatever's going to happen to Earth, because if Earth is closer to the sun, you see what I'm saying? Their logic doesn't make sense.
Well, they're hopping to get away from the sun, so when it actually pulls into the Goldilocks zone by gravity, the stronger gravity, the sun eventually will pull it all in closer. We'll take Venus's spot as it goes, and like what Mercury will become part of the sun. You know, if we're feeding
So you
it,
know what's going to
basically.
happen? We all have to go to Uranus, don't we?
Oh yeah, and eventually end up on Pluto because that's where the dog planet. And that'll be in the Goldilocks zone at some point in time. That sweet spot, right where you get just enough sunlight from the sun, just to grow and develop an atmos, and all the amazing things. But this is in their religion, dude. They believe that that's the solar system. That's how it works. That's where Copernicus took us all to. So thank God for him.
The bulge has been decreasing in step with the decrease in the rate of rotation. The rate of rotation supposedly decreased, and the bulge decreased.
Hold on.
Conversely,
Wait a minute.
if the rate of
News
rotation...
alert. Craig's doing a membership drive. Let's go over and help him out. Fight the flat earth.
It's like for every membership, he adds like 15 minutes or I don't know, so many minutes, and he's at 34 hours or something. He started this morning, so he's got to go for 34 hours.
Craig is doing that again?
Yeah, he's done that before, dude. Ain't the first time.
Yeah. Wasn't it? I thought he was doing that when he came on your show, wasn't he? Like doing like a 24-hour...
24-hour stream trying to do a drive for memberships. So, yeah.
Freaking Craig.
What's
he trying to do? Get a new leg again? Is that what it is? What's going on?
Well, you know what Saab said. You know what solve all his problems, right?
Yeah, we already heard that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Badoonch.
It would solve everybody's problems. All right.
Guillotine.
increases, the bulge would increase. So clearly, the bulge is tied to the rate of rotation. It says that it's been changing in step. Okay, that's the key. Currently, our bulge of the Earth, that they say is a bulge, reflects the rotational speed or the rim velocity of the Earth of 1,000 miles per hour. And don't come to me with all the maths, you ball earthers, and saying, oh, you don't know the maths. I'm taking your model. I'm already bypassing at what point something would bulge, at what point it would flatten. That's a moot point because your model already says that it's going to flatten the poles and bulge the equator 14 miles. That's what they say is happening. But the problem is you cannot have that without the antecedent, which is everything rushing to the equator. Rock, dirt, all the ground, everything, and of course the most easily disturbed of all, water. Water's got to be moving to the equator from north and south and crashing and essentially trying to fly off, like this little animation.
Boom! Imagine the equator, dude. In the early stages of the Earth. It was hectic.
Okay? That's what a bulge is. Before you blow into a balloon, you're forcing molecules, the air molecules, into the balloon. The balloon doesn't get big and then the molecules fill it, unless, of course, the balloon is a hard container and it's a vacuum, in which case the molecules would fill the space. That's another story. But in this case, the molecules are forced in, they're moved into the balloon, and the balloon bulges. Well, the bulge has to have everything moving into it. It's kind of like I did this thing with the spinning ball and the spinning water balloon. And the point was to show, again, that the first thing that happens is the water, the most malleable or the most easily disturbed of all the substance on Earth, starts to move, and you can see here it starts to spin, and it starts to lift off at the equator. That's what it does. This is natural law. We can observe this everywhere. This is how it works. So the balloon then shows that that's the water moving to the equator, and the latex is a skin, and it's flexible, and it shows that everything moving to its equator, in this case it's just water, the water balloon, creates the bulge. Okay, so that's the antecedent. So when you see pictures like this, where water's flat and completely still, which we get when there's a lack of wind, no rotation involved, wind, no wind, flat, absolutely still water. I've seen it myself. Unfortunately, I didn't get a picture or video of it, but it was before a hurricane. And the calm before the storm? Well, I witnessed it. The water was an absolute mirror. There was no wind to be had for like a day or two. So there is no spin. There is no rotation because you would have to have everything moving to the equator to create a bulge. And that's it.
Amen.
And like we've talked about too, is like how everything would weigh differently, like a lot differently on the equator too,
Oh, yeah.
The weight of things.
Imagine during the Earth's actual spin and formation, it would have built up really long across the equator too. It would be kind of like almost like a weird kind of pancake kind of thing. But I don't preach.
Oh yeah, think about like the tectonic plates. The tectonic plates would all just go. They would just start slowly, not slowly, but faster, moving towards the equator too.
Yeah,
what about that?
All the land masses would be around the center of the Earth.
If that was true, then that would make sense. I would be like, oh, you guys got something there. No,
well, they got another.
That's not how it works. Of course they do, because gravity.
Yeah,
gravity is different.
Because of Thea's molten iron core it deposited in the Earth, or that's what formed the magnetic field around the Earth. It formed the Earth itself. There's somebody calling everybody here called flat tards. I don't know.
Like you guys, like you were talking about earlier, about the how they say that because it's ferromagnetic and then what is it? Ferromagnetic.
Yeah, well,
para is like the weak, right, and the ferro is the strong, and then so the other core is like actually rotating around the liquid, right?
A ferromagnet is a permanent magnet, ain't it?
Magnet, yeah.
Yeah, that's the strong. It's just a stronger.
Yeah, so
and the other one's the weaker.
Supposedly, there's these little ferromagnets spinning off of the core of the Earth that cause a magnetic field. Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is like that's what they would explain. They'd be like, "Oh, well, that's just how it works down in there." Like what is it? 6,000 miles down. It's fine, or whatever it is. It's 3,000 miles, or whatever it is.
Yeah, I was going to tell Santero, feel free to do what you can do there, sir. You know what I'm saying. I'll leave it at that. I don't need I don't need anybody to come spam my chat.
And what I'm saying is, it's contradictory because the Curie temperature it diminishes the magnetic field. It's so hot that a ferromagnet loses its magnetic strength.
Yeah.
It's no longer magnetic. So
exactly.
What is the Curie point at magnetism? Yeah. So you wouldn't have any flow of that at all, really.
But like you were saying too, is like it hits the Curie point like only at like 10 miles, right? So 10 miles deep or whatever it is, like not even 10 miles, 8 miles.
Yeah, it's already that hot.
So like even like on the tiny bit of the crust, like the magnetism would be diminished.
Yeah.
So where's the magnetic field coming from if it's a ball? Like it doesn't make. I don't understand how they're not showing. They're not explaining that.
Yeah, we don't live on a giant jawbreaker too, Hanson, and we live in an enclosed system.
Hanson, Umbop your way out of here. Is that what it is? His name's Hanson.
He's a flat footer. He's a redneck. You can look at him.
Umbop your way out of here.
I don't think that Globers fully understand it themselves, and they're trying to recreate it. Like Roger was playing a video yesterday where they have a lab set up trying to do it, and they haven't got to that. They can't. Yeah.
Now the guy came in and talked to me in the back chat for an hour. He says that they got new ones and I haven't found them yet. So that I find another experiment they're doing somewhere with that sphere, and they got it down where they got the magnetic field traveling because they actually have to add a magnetic field to this sphere to get it to work anywhere near to what he's talking about, and it's off. So yeah, here's your little video. Huh.
Okay.
The show's yours now. Go for it.
It's a 15-minute video. But okay.
When an isolated container is filled with a uniform layer of fog and then given sufficient enough voltage, something fascinating happens.
I really hope this is showing up on camera.
It was okay. I didn't realize what he was
little
doing.
effect is something I just.
What's that?
I didn't realize. See, I thought that you were showing dry ice. I thought that was dry ice. Oh, okay, it is dry ice. Okay.
Experimenting late at night.
Okay.
Yeah.
On a bit of bean water.
I shot a video on the topic, and since then, the exact science behind this phenomena has really haunted me. It's haunted me so much that I knew I had to dig deeper, gather opinions from other professionals, and run simulations which painted an incredible picture of what's happening.
I have to say, there isn't a tremendous amount of scientific literature on the topic. Quite frankly, I found very little. And it may have real-world applications. So this is a deeper dive into one of the strangest phenomenons I've ever seen, high-voltage nebulography.
Roger, have you seen anything like this before?
I watched some of this video on our
This
channel.
video is
last time
sponsored
he
by Brilliant.
brought it up.
You know, high-voltage physics opens an entire sandbox of
I didn't get to the explanation where he goes into
beautiful phenomenon. It's why I've created an entire channel around it.
I've shot videos on electrostatic firebending, water bending, electrostatic levitation, self-healing fractal patterns, pulling energy out of the clouds. This one was actually really cool. All these experiments I thought were fascinating.
But when I saw this fog phenomenon, it completely broke my brain and left lasting questions.
Asking viewers for what their hot take on what the cause was, the explanations ranged from capacitive effects to electron gun
I've never seen that.
Luckily, this effect is extremely easy to reproduce. The basic setup for this fog effect can be put together within minutes.
This includes a large flat container filled with warm water, lots of it actually, a physical separator on one side that has a gap at the end like so, a piece of dry ice, and a low current, high voltage DC power supply.
It's a piece of dry ice. Okay.
All that water looks pretty damn level. I hate to tell you, even when you divide it with that glass.
And it'll keep being level if you make it 40, 50,000 miles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As you can see, totally harmless. The electrical ground is attached directly to the water and the high voltage positive to your body.
The key here is low current, less than a milliamp, which is completely safe in this application. Now, as for voltage, I found anywhere from 5 to 30 kilovolts works great.
Once the dry ice is dropped into the water, the separator allows the CO2 fog to flow throughout the container, forming a uniform sheet. And at this point, the power can be turned on, and the magic starts.
Yeah, look, Roger, like that's cool.
He basically created an electric field.
The trails range from hair thin to somewhat thicker, as seen here, and even really wide, unpredictable bursts. Actually, quite unpredictable. Your finger can draw on the fog from over a foot away. It really is something beautiful. Perhaps the most intriguing of all, though, a flat palm placed just over the fog.
Oh my God!
Like look at that! It's like
creates a clear vortex.
Oh, yeah.
But see, I didn't realize he has his hand on.
As you saw, this setup in essence acts like an actual drawing board. And
hit pause.
No, high voltage. High voltage. Those are like
he's got his hand on a voltage, like a generator, right?
Yeah, this Windhurst generator.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I didn't realize.
He's got one side attached to his body, and the other side's got right into the water. So he's making it a circuit too.
Made a circuit.
Yeah, I didn't notice that part. But I mean, obviously, that I've seen plenty of that kind of thing where because you're just transferring energy through your fingertips and stuff,
Yeah.
I thought this was like I thought this was just his bare hand. I'm like, wait, I didn't know that the dry ice did that. You know what I mean? It's still interesting.
It's high voltage,
either way.
low amperage, but high voltage, like 30,000 volts.
So it's high voltage. It's low amp. It's low amp. Yeah.
Low amp, high voltage.
Yeah.
Now, since this involves high voltage and sharp points, or relatively sharp points, 3 options immediately come to mind based off my experience that might help explain what we're seeing. First, ionic wind. Second, electron tunneling. And third, forced condensation/repulsion.
Let's start with ionic wind. This is formed when high voltage is applied to a sharp point which ionizes the surrounding air molecules. These ionized air molecules are then attracted to an electrical ground, and in the process they bump into neutral air molecules pushing air towards the ground.
Those collisions are random and not precise, meaning the wind stream produced is a bit turbulent and spreads out over a longer distance.
So if this effect was caused by ionic wind alone, as seen in my latest ionic thruster, creating lines like these would be impossible.
The part that ionic wind plays in this effect, I'd argue, is mostly at blowing away the fog at closer proximities, as seen right here.
Up next, electron tunneling.
This is a loose term, and it's more of a beam of ions constrained by an electric field. You see, an ionized pathway in open air doesn't always take the form of a hot channel of plasma, aka a spark.
Coronal discharge and dielectric barrier discharges are examples of this. In fact, under the right conditions with strong enough electric
Do you see what he
fields,
just said there?
a thin
about
channel of air can act as an...
how he said electrons, like he pretty much just said like, well, it's not really electron. What did they say? They call it.
It's more like I call it current myself. That's what I call it. That's
Yeah,
what I
it's
want.
like he kind of admitted that like electrons aren't really real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I like how he's like explaining. He's like, well, it's kind of like a terminology, but yet it's not like an actual thing. You know? Because I mean,
he'll describe everything like how the Google scientific point of view, but he pushes the boundaries of what is understood in science, like something with this, where he made his own name. He called it nebulography or something, like because there's little to no information on the internet about it. So he goes like,
oh,
he
I
pushes
got you.
the
Yeah.
boundaries of plasma, I guess.
So he's called. What is it called again? Plasma what?
He calls it nebulography.
No, his show. I'm sorry, his show. His show.
His plasma channel.
Plasma channel. Okay, cool. I want to look this up. It's interesting.
Yeah, put the link in the back so everybody grab it.
Okay.
Ion bridge, allowing electron transfer between two electrodes without heating up the air molecules or forming a spark.
I think that's a huge contributor to this whole fog effect, and to confirm the feasibility of an ion bridge, so to speak, I reached out to my friend Chris, who has experience writing computer programs, running electric field diagnostics, and assisting with nuclear research. I have the older video I shot, maybe like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, of this fog effect, right? I never really solved the mystery, and so I wanted to go deeper into it this time and just hopefully get some opinions on it.
So there's a lot of interaction and mathematics that happen here that come into play. But I did do a little bit of a simulation on it as best I could with the time I had.
Okay.
And here's what that looks like. I'm actually going to also slow this one down.
Oh, that's something.
You see your beam there?
There's the beam, and it's a hair-thin beam for the most part.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. And again, I would claim that this was my best estimate, my best guess, but it does clearly make a beam. But the most interesting part about this beam is there, the beam itself is actually not that fast.
Blown away. Okay, so the simulations that Chris ran indicate that the particular setup that I'm using leads to a highly concentrated electric field between my fingertip and the grounded fog layer. Now, this is a huge breakthrough because highly concentrated electric fields, what do? Well, they lead to the ionization of air and a conductive path. So potentially an ion bridge.
During the chat, we did some additional digging through publications and found...
I wanted to say that this guy here, he's running a simulation on his computer. So he's putting inputs in and it's creating this visualization. It's not an actual instrument where he's reading.
This is kind of like what they say that the, what is that telescope, the one they put out in space, right? It just gets information and then they do the same kind of thing. Simulation, pretty much. Yeah.
And one study which described an effect similar to this, called catastrophe beams. That publication has the world's most epic title, Propagation of Intense Catastrophe Beams in Air. Now, catastrophe beams are specifically structured light rays, which are characterized by an ability to maintain their shape over vast distances, with the effect of causing an ionized air channel which is self-focusing, not unlike this effect.
Despite them involving light, there are a lot of similarities between catastrophe beams and what we're seeing here. They both involve self-focusing over a distance and conduction. So, is the nebulographic effect related to catastrophe beams? You know what? Jury's still out on that one.
Last up, forced condensation. After a bit of digging, I ran across some literature which partially explains what's going on in the fog layer itself. several studies tested the effect that high voltage electrical fields have on fog, with the agreed upon result being that it is possible to disperse fog by applying a positive corona discharge.
Reading a bit deeper, this is where it gets really interesting. So that positive high voltage charge causes all the microscopic droplets of water floating around in the fog, aka that's what the fog is.
Hey,
Well, it
Roger,
causes
can
that
you
to
hit pause?
condense together into larger droplets
I got
which
you.
then
Talk to Chris.
fall.
Chris has got it.
Yeah. I'm here.
Oh, Chris. Oh, yeah, cool. You know what it reminds me of is like what do you call those? Ball lightning. It makes me think of like that. That's kind of like how ball lightning looks when it's kind of traveling. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that he was just kind of moving around the fog. Have you ever seen ball lightning?
I've never seen
Yeah.
ball lightning.
Oh, you never
Not in
saw
real
like
life, I haven't.
No.
no, but you ever seen it like an actual video of it?
No.
Oh, it's so cool.
Never
It's
seen it.
crazy. It's like it reminds me of. That's what it makes me think of. I don't know why. It just makes me think of like the way that the fog was reacting to the electrical charge from his finger and stuff like that. That's what it makes me think of. Anyway, go ahead, Roger, or go ahead, Chris. You should look it up.
This happens
I will. Yeah.
instantaneously, essentially causing forced condensation, leaving behind, you guessed it, clear
And by the
air.
way, that's
As
what
it
your
turns
show was
out, an
about.
aired-
Wasn't really quick. That was your show was about lightning today or yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little disorganized. I was trying to put it together because it's always a lot of little things that adds up to be something amazing. So I was not really organized and I was doing it on the fly because it's a lot of things. It's a lot of things that adds up to be this amazing thing. Like science will say
Yeah,
it's just like the static charge. They'll take this
But
one
that's-
thing and elaborate where
But that's what I'm thinking. It's weird that I'm thinking about ball lightning and your show is about lightning, and that's what it reminded me of. And it wasn't because of your show being called. It was just it made me. It looks like that. It's weird. Like if you actually see ball lightning move around, it looks like it's floating around in fog. It's weird, dude.
If you have a video on it, Roger, like share it. I don't know. I've never seen it.
I gotta find it.
I looked up a few, and I don't save them. I don't really that.
You can
passionate
see it.
about
I mean,
It's
there's a
kinda-
few online because the thing is, it's very rare. So it's like a rare occurrence.
It does happen. I know that for a fact.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, something called ball lightning does happen. Yes, but it's like on video. It's like hard to find that many, like really good ones. But they're out there.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh crap!
Regions of the globe, some
back to where
farms
I was.
use this
Damn it!
to their advantage. By running high voltage cables down the length of their fields, they're able to take
I hate it
advantage
when
of
I
a
do
morning
stuff.
fog, condensing it into
Oh,
What's that, Roger?
dude, this is awesome. It's like electroculture.
Yeah.
It's like a
Go ahead,
huge scale electroculture.
Yeah,
Using fog too.
Yeah, he's done his own experiments where he's able to take fog and then use high voltage and collect the fog for
plants to grow better.
farming, like in deserts to grow crops in the desert.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
a quick shower, and this allows crop growth in otherwise impossibly arid land.
Grapes.
Personally, I think that's really damn cool, and it's a
Make it
beautiful
wine.
use of high voltage physics. I didn't really know about that before filming this video. Now, learning about new science is something I really enjoy, which is why I value this video's sponsor, Brilliant.
This is the power source I was using. This, well, it doesn't even fit in frame. It's my custom-built Van de Graaff, and it outputs
Oh, that's a huge
significantly
Van de
more
Graaff.
voltage, but still at completely safe levels of current.
Information that would add context is just how well does this scale up. I have the Van de Graaff, and I'll stand further away, so let's see what this does. Let's try it.
Oh, he's gonna make it a higher voltage.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, look how far away.
Oh my god. This is the most amazing thing.
That's cool. That's awesome.
I really hope this is showing up on camera. That was goddamn cool. That effect lasted all the way out to about 1.5 meters or so. So 4.5, 4.6 feet. Whew, damn, that gives me some things to think about. The effect was still present at 5 feet away. I'm awestruck.
I reached out to Chris and told him about this test so he could factor the result into another simulation. And oh my God, check this out.
I'm going to make it big for you.
Okay.
You and I are the first to see this.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. Yep. As the ion beam and the ionic wind is penetrating the air, and then it slams into the ground.
Yep.
And you basically get these two eddy currents on the side developing.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Right.
That's beautiful.
Beam. So do you see how these two eddy currents push in?
Yeah.
But they don't touch. So this shows that, and remember how you also get the cratering effect.
Oh yeah, very much so.
A little bit of that cratering effect that you could see happening here, but it was so cool.
Chris, this looks really cool, and I love you also have it scaled quite nicely. You have it up to 35 centimeters. You've got the 1 meter per second max speed I see over there as well.
So this part was interesting. We found a study which imaged actual streams of ionic wind, and their photos really closely match Chris's simulation. This lends credibility to the accuracy of our simulation and the ion beam.
It looks like one of those things in the sky that you see, the rockets, the SpaceX. Did you see that? It was going down like that?
Yeah, the jellyfishing.
Yeah, it looks like that. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Now, there is an effect that you can do with gases in atmosphere. You can get a beam like this if you have a gas of higher viscosity, aka its adhesion to itself is higher than the air around it. Now, the cohesion between the molecules here are happening due to the ionization.
That almost lends some credibility to like the ion bridge, the general term of ion bridge. You have the connectivity up and down that beam using some form of conduction, and adding more credibility to that is then once that beam fully makes contact with the surface, the velocity goes up, which infers that more current is going through it, so it is just like an air wire.
Absolutely.
Now, he also ran an identical simulation, but without the 20 kV applied. The results speak for themselves. The column of air can no longer maintain focus over distance and behaves chaotically. Compared side by side with voltage being applied, we have some great insight.
Yeah, there you have turbulent flow without the ionization happening.
Yep, no ionization happening. You get turbulent flow. It just starts morphing on itself.
You have with ionization and without ionization
He's
the
really
same
nerding
column
out.
of air, the same boundary conditions, minus the fact that electricity was applied, and you have massive differences in the streams.
Absolutely.
Bingo. That refined simulation painted a really clear picture of what's actually going on here. That was the final piece of the puzzle, and the clarity I needed. So, with the power and voltages applied, specific dimensional layout, and distances used, here's what's likely happening.
Since the fog layer contacts the water, it acts as a highly sensitive electrical ground. At DC voltages above 20 kilovolts, 3 events occur. 1. A positively charged fingertip ionizes the air, leading to a small volume of ionic wind. 2. This ionic wind is then focused by a highly concentrated electric field, forming an ion bridge between finger and fog.
Do you
and
see
3,
what
at the point of
this is
contact
kind of
with the
explaining
fog,
to?
that concentrated electric
I do.
Do you see though? It's kind of the downward vector, like it's pushing down, like you know what I'm saying, from the ionization down
So
to the ground.
If there's a gigantic magnetic field above us at a certain height, that would cause just a constant magnetic field across the entire Earth that would cause that bias, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's downward. You know, pressure is happening from
Hold on a minute.
onto the ground, onto the quote unquote ground of the water, because water is grounded, and all ground is grounded. So it's kind of the same thing as electrostatic downward vector. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's not a magical mass attracting mass nonsense ball theory. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
field causes instant forced condensation and also brings with it a small volume of airflow. So essentially, it's an air wire that maintains shape over distance.
If I was just born 3,000 years ago, I could have been a pharaoh. What would be my pharaoh name?
I mean, you've got water bending, fire bending, air bending, there's levitation, and drawing into fog by mere pointing. I wouldn't be surprised if pharaohs were just physicists of the ancient world. Look, I visited Egypt, and no one told me otherwise. Massive thanks to Chris for his help on this. He was fundamental.
Hit pause.
Now, it's
the end,
plausible
right?
that my explanation for this...
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me think of what about water bending? As far as you ever seen water bending from cymatics, from different, like you take a speaker. You've seen that thing where it makes it curve and twirl, and water just drops. You know what I mean? Dropping out of a spigot.
Yeah.
That's that. When I first saw that, that was crazy. I was like, that's amazing how sound can just distort the travel of water. It's awesome.
Yeah, but let's say if the Earth is still in motion like they say it is, I mean, how would any of these things actually?
Oh, it would definitely mess up. Yeah, if we're twirling, and moving all around, yeah, all those things would be different.
Ding.
Yeah.
Ding.
So that's his explanation pretty much.
Effect isn't perfect, but from my understanding of plasma physics and electrical theory,
Yeah, that was cool.
this
I
is
like
my
this
best
guy.
guess as to what's causing this
It's kind of
phenomenon.
like
Let me know in the
kind of
comments
like
down.
the other show you were talking about, Roger. What's it called? Earlier, you're talking about the what do they call that? Some Action Lab? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, that was actually the not Action Labs I was doing. I was doing Cody's Lab. That's what it was.
Yeah,
But yeah,
similar
Action
things.
Labs does stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that kind of stuff. Although a lot of these guys are obviously not, flat earthers or realm, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
People like us, it's cool that they're looking into the science of things, and
That's a
looking
cool
at
little
it,
demo, though. Yeah.
looking at it
I
through
like
a different lens, and looking at it unbiased, like Chris was saying,
I gotta save this spec. What do you call it? A specular reflection. The one that P Brain put up last. I got it paused right on it. It's awesome. I like the photos, the still lakes. I want to save this picture.
Oh yeah, still lakes and stuff. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I mean mirrored images would not
That's awesome.
happen on a curve. It would be definitely distorted.
Like this
Long
ball
distance.
lightning.
Fun house mirror kind of thing. Yeah.
I'm looking
Did you look
up
up-
right now on YouTube, and I don't know what's real and what's fake because there's so much.
I know, bro.
But
That's
I'm looking at it.
the thing is, though, dude. I'm pretty sure that real ball lightning looks like it's fake, dude. It's so weird that it looks fake.
Yeah, I'm trimming out this.
That's very.
photo.
I
accurate.
feel like Elon Musk. It's
Like-
it's real because it looks so fake.
It looks so fake. Yeah.
To me, lightning is making circuits, like it's breakdown of different.
Yeah, ball lightning breaks those rules,
Yeah.
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
If you're looking at it,
what is this fake? What's real? What's fake?
Oh, look,
I don't know.
Professor Phil
do you
Bell's
see what
in
I
the
mean by-
audience. Hold
but do you see what I mean though? About the way it looks like it's traveling through fog, kind of. On some of
The
them,
ones I see some in a couple in the field. I see
hmm
like short ones going over railroad track, a road.
Yeah. Did you see the one that's looks like it's looking in cars? It looks like that has a sentient. It almost looks sentient, dude.
It's like it's alive. Yeah.
That's what it looked like. But that's the
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
dude. It's like you can't really know what's real nowadays in the past 3 years.
Yeah. Since they got AI and all the
Well,
animation.
5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, people got AI now. Yeah.
I got to put a new Google Links made in. It kills itself after like an hour.
Show one of them, Chris. Share.
I'm sharing my screen. He ain't got me up
Go
right now.
Oh,
Oh, hold
let
on.
him let
I'll
him
get
let
you-
him share one just for the heck of it.
There you go. I didn't know you were trying to. Poof.
Yeah,
like
let's
here,
see.
like this one with the lady in the field. Then you got this
Go to
one
that
over
one.
by a road. Which one? The short? Or
Go to the
top?
field one. The field.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that one looks pretty real. Oh, jeez. Oh, I'm tired of everything. Dirty ketchup. I'm bored.
Oh yeah. Well, Phil Bell's in the audience now, and then we had people pretending to be other trolls. I don't get it.
So what happened? What's his name's over, and now everybody's just scrolling or coming over here, trolling over here or
I
something.
don't know if any globe tards are putting any stuff out today. So.
Oh boy. Anyway,
Yeah,
let's
we do.
roll it. Global news.
Oh,
So this says.
not McToon Craig. Yeah, that's global news. Yes, the Global News Network.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we don't have
Must
to
be
hear
legit.
her. By the way, we can just not listen to her.
Okay, there we go.
We don't need to listen to
She makes
women.
good eye candy though. She ain't bad looking.
Okay, Roger. We don't need to look at her. We need to see what the freaking ball lightning looks like.
That's how we're seeing that right there.
Is this what they all look like? Pretty much, they're all
dude. They move, dude. They move.
Yeah, they pop
Yeah, that's
around.
not it. Yeah, that's the thing I want you to see, Chris. How they move around. That's what I was trying to say. Is it looks like it's moving through like some kind of fogginess. You know, it's weird.
Here's one moving.
Yeah. See, look.
I think it's drawn to the tracks. You see that?
Yeah, that's what it does. It draws the metal and stuff.
It'd be cool to run into one of those in the real world, man. I'm telling you.
Do you want to touch that thing though? I'm pretty sure I saw one time. Yeah, I know I did. My aunt fell over. It came through the light in my grandma's house, and she passed out.
This is wicked. This is weird. Yeah, I've never seen this. I've never.
But do you see what I'm saying by the way it moves though? Like the way it looks like it's moving through dry ice or something.
The best way to probably get older videos if you can find them, man, because before they had a lot of the technology.
Yeah, good luck.
Now.
Good luck with older videos around here, Roger.
No.
On YouTube. Look at that one. That looks pretty big.
Was real. Yeah.
It looked big. Like it looked like it was.
Oh, see that again.
I just got to hand it to the creativity of the trolls with their names.
It's very weird. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, it's definitely a rare occurrence because obviously you've never even seen it. So I've never seen it.
Oh,
well, like I said.
Tell us. Yeah.
Did you say Neil deGrasse will tell you?
Yeah, he's talking. He comments ball lightning, salmon on those fires.
Oh, I don't want to hear what he says. Are you serious, Roger?
I was got to say, yeah, play it right quick. Let's just get it live.
Yeah, I guess you can learn from live sometimes.
He doesn't really explain. He doesn't explain anything. Like we don't know what it is. Next question. Like, all right.
Yeah,
that's wonderful.
gravity.
Yeah. We're not hearing anything.
Yeah, I told him to mute the last one, so you have to hit share audio. Oh, this is the same one. He's talking to the same guy.
Yeah, it's
it's not the same one, but he's talking to that same black guy.
Yeah, that's his co-host on his daily
Star Talk show. It's still on mute, Chris. It's still
okay.
muted.
I just wanted to make sure I could hear you guys.
Oh, okay.
When I got them both playing it.
We're still not hearing it.
Yeah, you restarted, I guess. See, Roger, we don't need to hear.
Oh, you know what? It's because I got to share it with the tab, not the screen. Hold on, that's why. Let me do it again, but with the tab.
Don't worry, you're still doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, you are.
Okay,
you're rocking it, man. I'm telling you.
You're doing better than anyone else on a phone.
Yeah, I had to restart it.
He's on a laptop now, as far as I know.
I know. I'm joking. I'm saying
for a while.
Okay, we got it.
Scary.
Yeah, I got it because if I share my full screen, it doesn't do sound. I got to share it by the tab.
Things that I've heard of is like there was an incident on an airplane.
That's a movie.
It's a good movie. Okay. A little nostalgic, we're showing our age. But well,
wait. So San Melville's fire is the discharge at the top of a ship's mast.
Yeah, right.
And it was glow, and it was that's beautiful. No, dude, you're about to get hit by lightning.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye.
So yeah,
can you explain ball lightning, please? I've heard of it. I've never even seen pictures of it. But
so it's a ball of ionized plasma, so gas that's so hot that there's free electrons moving around.
Okay.
It persists for a while.
supposedly.
Like one of the scary things that I've heard of is like there was an incident on an airplane where this ball of lightning rolled down the aisle of the plane and then left.
How did it get in the plane?
It came in a window.
Yeah, and then it goes away too.
The plane is
just
closed.
It has a
thing.
travel agent.
It wanted first class. Wait. I just understand something. The plane is made of metal. How are you going to move ionized material through metal?
I actually don't know how it got in. I mean, there's a report, and again, this is something where
because eyewitness,
eyewitness
you
report,
work as you can.
You work as you can.
Because a plane, on some level, is almost a Faraday cage.
Yeah,
right.
And people have reproduced this phenomenon. It might be a tangled piece of magnetic field with a plasma on it.
Holy
we
moly.
don't quite so ball lightning. I'm not expert on this. My understanding is
Why are
it's
we
still
talking
not
to you?
well understood.
That's a movie.
It's a good movie.
His understanding. Did you hear what he said, Roger?
Yeah.
Okay, so he said it's not understood, and like I said, it's not. But like, so the one time I saw it in person is it came through a light above, in my grandma's house, and my aunt walked by, and then it attached itself to her, and she laid down, she passed out, and it went away, and she was fine. She just like passed out, and that was it.
I wonder why she passed out though. All that current flowing through her body.
Well, that's the thing though. It wasn't regular, light. It wasn't like a regular lightning bolt. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's a whole different thing.
I got you.
It's like, I guess it's like a low voltage or low wattage or whatever, So it doesn't actually, it doesn't really hurt you. It just like knocks you out, I guess. I don't know. It's
I don't think
crazy.
anybody's done a lot of studies into it,
Because it's super rare.
Yeah.
I would think it would be opposite, like lightning. I think high voltage and low current.
Yeah.
But I mean, who knows? They don't know anything.
That's
about
what I'm saying. It was high. It was high voltage and low actual current, so it didn't hurt her. Yeah.
Good question.
Because I mean, that won't hurt you. Like high volt, you could have 30,000 volts. Like that little Windhurst generator is like 30,000 volts.
That was my point, bro. That was my point.
Yeah, I want to rewind it back to the earthquakes and swimming pools. I got a video of my own, so I'll play it.
Okay.
You'll like this. You'll see what an earthquake does in the swimming pool, and compare the earth to the water. You'll see what's moving. It's
like Toronto Trash Thrash just said. I always call it Toronto Trash. But he says it sounds like static electricity.
The body, current. Your body does not like changes the current. Like you can handle voltage, but when you try to do current, that'll hurt you.
Yeah, amperage. I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so you ready, guys? Here's an earthquake next to a pool. They got some videos up on a high rise. You can see the water sloshing off the top of it. This is what the Earth would probably look like if it was in motion. All the water would be going to the center of the equator, and it would all be splashing up against it. There would be no way to live there.
It became a wave pool.
Yeah.
A real wave pool.
Look at the tree shaking and shit. Yeah.
Dude, the lazy river became a super wave pool.
Yeah.
See, it's a lazy river type thing. And then
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Man. Well, guys, it's been 2 hours almost. Yeah. Did we have fun today or what? I'm telling you. Did we learn anything? No, we didn't. No, actually,
yeah, we did. I think somebody did.
With that
somebody learned
the
something.
ionized fog and stuff. That was kind of cool looking. That was awesome. The way he could draw, like he could write his name in that crap, dude. And he could tunnel with it.
It was cool.
Yeah. Hey, are you doing anything lately, Scott? Any music?
I got a show this weekend or next weekend.
Oh, nice.
A week from today, actually. It's 80s night.
80s night.
So I might put my hair down again. I don't usually, because I got long hair, but I don't usually put it down. But I might put it down again. My lead singer thought it was a wig last time. I'm like, what do you mean? That's my actual hair. I was doing what I was doing was like Axl Rose. Remember Axl Rose when he had like the long straight hair with his hat backwards? like a
Yeah.
bandana. Remember in the what was that video? Freaking whatever the video was. Actually,
Paradise
and
City.
yeah, yeah, pretty much all of them in the '80s.
Yeah.
But so I might be doing that, and we're doing 8 new songs, so hopefully we can do. See, it'll be interesting to see if we do them decent. See if we pull them off.
Yeah, I want to share Space Audit's last video they did where they were doing Red's Rhetoric. It was hosted by him, but I'm going to share his side of the story.
Oh, wait, on their by the way, they're coming back on Glowbusters soon.
Oh, nice.
Glowbusters like season 15 or something. Episode 1's coming out. I guess in like a week. And like you were saying, what's his name? Used to be a Glowbuster. The Morgal, John Morgal.
Yeah. I shared his last video he put out earlier. He's hurting for money after he got out of jail, so he's working. He's doing like.
Why was he in jail? See, why was he in jail now?
I don't remember. He did tell me, but I don't. It's not nothing major.
Driving on a suspended, I think.
Yeah. That
Oh,
was
really?
it.
Dude, don't try with a suspended license, people. Don't do that, man.
Oh well, yeah.
Oh well, dude, I don't get it. Whatever.
I know, but I've done it myself, and I didn't even know I had a suspended license. It was in another state I'd moved, and they didn't. I didn't get a notification.
Yeah, that's different, Roger. That's totally different.
Yeah, they didn't take me to jail for it. So yeah.
Well, if you have priors, they take you to jail for things like that, dude. So
yeah, well, I got priors, dude. I spent almost a year and a half in the joint, but they got expunged after that. They gave me time served, and like, here you go. Here's a clean slate, you might say. I'm not going to argue with the judge when he does that neither. It was video.
no, you definitely don't argue with the judge, especially when he's being nice to you like that.
Yeah, I'm on the inside, dude.
Dude, Roger, one time the judge said, "Oh, I'll give you the first offense." I'm like, "Okay," and I was like, "This is my third offense or something," because I was in a different county, Same state, different county. I'm like, okay. I just shut my mouth. I'm like, thank you.
Thanks.
Terrific.
Yeah. So I hear Max is still doing streams about me. Obsessed much? I don't know.
Wait, Max, the freaking retard guy?
Yeah, what country is he from? Uruguay?
Whatever. Yeah. But like, he's doing shows about you.
Oh yeah, he does constantly, dude. He tells
People
me
got nothing better to do than it's so. I mean, take that as a compliment, I guess, right? I mean,
and the random loser says we're so stupid. So
yeah, okay, cool, man. Awesome.
I identify as stupid. Yeah.
Thanks, random loser. You're awesome too. I'm sure you're an amazing person.
I know. I can tell by the way you type in chat how well versed you are. And Professor Phil's arguing with Logical in here. Logical, if you want to, you can escort Phil out if you feel like it. But I'm going to play out. I'm done. I don't have anything else to do tonight. I think Sandy's coming on, right?
Sandy's been on since you started.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I saw it.
You didn't know that. You know why? Because it's this Mandela effect.
Oh, it is?
That's why. Yeah. You don't even. Because on my timeline, or no, your timeline, she just started. My timeline, she started an hour ago or 2 hours ago.
Well, she'll be going for the next 2 hours at least. I know her.
Get it, Chris? It's a joke.
Yes. Yeah. It's a Mandela joke.
It's a Mandela effect. Everything.
Yeah.
How about the man excuse? That disturbed me the first time. She's like, "Am I making man excuses now?" No.
Mansplaining and man excuses. I never heard that one.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. Yeah, mansplaining. I like. Okay.
This is why only women they're not allowed. Except unless you're like B, she can hang out. She's fine.
Oh, yeah.
She gets it, but dude, women are just not built for the same things that we do.
Yeah, well, B's doing video game videos. She's playing online, and she's
good for her.
Yeah.
Freaking video games.
Well, I'm gonna play out. What do you think? You ever heard of Francis?
A band called Francis?
No, lighten it up, Francis. That's the term I'm looking for.
What?
You ever seen the movie Stripes?
I don't know. Maybe.
It's got Bill Murray in it. Him and another guy joined the
Oh,
army.
Stripes. Oh yeah, yeah. I never
Well,
saw the whole
there's a
movie. I don't
scene
think I saw it.
when they get in the barracks and there's one Italian dude who's really high strung. He's like, I want to kill everybody, and they go, lighten up, Francis. It became like a catchphrase from the movie, and Pucifer made a song called "Lighten Up, Francis." I don't think I'll play it.
Okay.
PJ did that movie today. It's been stuck in my head all day long.
Stripes. Yeah, that's another movie I've never. Hard to believe though. I like Bill Murray. I always think is funny. I love his dry comedy.
Yeah, they did the Underworld soundtrack with that song too. They're on the Underworld soundtrack.
Did you ever hear that Bill Murray? Have you ever heard this? Is this real that Bill Murray like broke some guy's arm, like a heckler? So imagine like a heckler like in your chat, you just break his arm.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you used to have to do it in person.
Yeah. I'll play you the clip from the movie. Hold on, you'll get it.
Lighten up, Francis. I think I remember that.
Lighten up, Francis. Yeah.
All you said was just Francis, and I was like, "What does that mean?"
Yeah, I thought you get the term. Let's see.
Oh, here we go.
New toys. Yeah, you've seen this movie.
Sure. Next. The name's Francis Sawyer. But everybody calls me Psycho. Any of you guys call me Francis, and I'll kill you. You just made the list, buddy. And I don't like nobody touching my stuff. So just keep your meat hooks off. If I catch any of you guys in my stuff, I'll kill you. Also, I don't like nobody touching me. Now, any of you homos touch me, and I'll kill you.
Lighten up, Francis.
That's all you need to know. Yeah, that's pretty funny, I thought. Lighten up, Francis. Any of you homos touch me, I'll kill you.
All right, so now we got to hear the song then.
Oh, yeah. The song is nothing like it, dude. It's weird. Like, Maynard took it in another whole direction.
Well, of course, it's freaking Maynard. What do you expect from him? He's going to freaking probably make it. Who knows? I mean, I have no idea.
Oh, it was. Well, Pucifer, the main character, she's basically this big mama whore. Kind of. Yeah. You've seen the character he created.
Did you watch any of that video I sent you of Maynard talking about? He said that like children or kids were saying, like younger kids were saying, "Oh yeah, Pucifer is cool, but Tool is like for old men." And he's like, "What do you mean? I'm the same old man that made Tool and Pucifer." You know what I mean? And then somebody, I sent it to you, but it was with what's his name? Freaking from Jackass. What was his name?
Johnny?
The guy that no,
Steve-O?
not Johnny. Steve-O, yeah, Steve-O. And so Steve-O was like, how do you feel about people saying that Tool or Pucifer is like kind of comical, and then Tool is very serious? And he's like, I don't know how serious freaking 46 or not 46 and 2, but what's the other Tool song that's I don't know about freaking anal sex or something? And he's like, yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
Not even Stinkfist. No, it was what's the other one on? I don't know. I mean, he's got so many of those types of songs that are kind of like he's like making fun of it. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to tell that he's actually being comical. You know what I mean? Like it really is. If you think about it, like the way he sings, he's not being comical about his words. You know.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, that one was horrible. What the heck was the one of the on? I think it was on the second album. On Undertow. What the heck was it? It might have been on Opiate.
Enema? Or it will.
No. It was on one of the first two.
Opiate.
What the heck?
They sing a song
degree.
about
Four
4 degrees.
4 degrees? Yeah, that one.
That's Undertow.
Yeah, on Undertow. Yeah, he's like, yeah, that was supposed to be a joke, but no, it really wasn't funny. And he's like, yeah, I hate that song. I'm like, at least he's like, I like that though. He's at least admitting like, hey, I struck out on that one. Like he didn't, Like the joke didn't come through, you know.
I got you. So I'm gonna play out. You ready, guys? Say goodnight to everybody. We're good to go.
Good night, Gracie. Mandela effect.
Yeah. Hey, go over to watch Sandy. She's on if you want to. I think Ken Rothman's on too. Yeah, he was last time I checked.
Oh, Ken was on
Nice to meet
earlier. Yeah,
everybody.
he might be still going. He might be able to catch up. What's the name if he's still allowed on that show? Freaking
Gordon's still back on
Gordon.
there again. He's been haunting my chat. He's handing out the regular Globy stuff in there. Like,
Gordon's been on your chat.
He's been in my chat. Yeah, he's haunting it.
No,
He's told
dude.
me I have no substance neither. So
You know, one day fine. One day we need to bring him on because I love I love debating him because I got his number. Like he's so easy. Like
I put him in his place 3 or 4 times, man. It's not hard.
good. Yeah, I mean, that's what he loves it though. You know, like he loves.
I think he
that.
likes the torture. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He's one of those. You know, he's one of those. He's one of those people.
All right. So here's the unofficial video from Pucifer. You ready? The unofficial one.
I like this one so far. This might be my favorite one. This is a CGI video. It's not their video. It's like somebody else made it.
Yeah, somebody made it. Their official video is boring. Actually, a lot of people have remade it.
It's funny. The girl sounds like him a little bit. A lot of it. You know.
It's Katarina Bear. She's got another band called Katarina and the Bears.
Oh.
Yeah. She collaborated with them. I think it was like 2 years after they started doing admin.
I like that it's not, like electronic, like that electronic. Sometimes it sounds too electronic for me. You know what I mean?
Well,
This sounds natural.
It's the 9 Inch Nails influence, dude. You know?
Yeah, I don't like that part though. I like it when it's natural instruments,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Synthesizers have their place, so I think.
93 million miles away.
And we get warmed by its glow. What is that, though? That's my question.
Oh, that's the old. That's the old thing. It's on Mars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's it used to live on Mars.
Oh, what did? Okay. Toxic gas.
The drummer's good though, man. I'm kind of surprised how good the drummer is.
See him live, dude. They're really good.
I mean, you got to be good if Maynard isn't going to pick a bad drummer. I'll tell you that much.
Nope. Uh-oh. Look, it's karma. The Rock came alive and ate him. Good night.
Time to get it out of your head.
Get out of your head, get into your booty. I don't understand.
What? Is that what he said?
Yep.
You get back into your booty?
All about the booty, matey.
That's funny. My wife said, she's like, I'm losing my booty. I'm like, what?
Huh?
Yeah, I don't get it. Her coworker said, I got a bigger booty than you. I'm like, oh, what is going on?
It's all about the dollar bills. Look at there. That was a nice little song, you think?
Well, I was going to say that wasn't a long song like Tool. That was short.
I don't think there's really a long Pucifer song that I've heard personally.
Yeah, because they're more like that's what he does. He does different things,
Yeah. Well, look at
what if somebody just say, "Oh God, tool"? I love when people are just, "Oh God, it's horrible."
when you're
How dare you?
talking about tool, amen. Oh, I like to see what you do what they do. You hear, just go sit in one of their sessions one time. Go
I
watch.
love everyone's got an opinion, just like what? Just like a booty.
Everybody's got a booty, or as
Everyone.
Jim says, everybody's got an anus.
Yep.
And they need
Exactly.
I mean,